love if my tax dollars went to helping people who needed food. That's my argument here.
Well,
I think
it does. Over $1 trillion a year goes to food stamps and SNAP and Medicaid.
Perfect,
So,
and I'm glad with
no,
that.
but actually it doesn't help them nearly as much as you think. Let me tell you why. Because then we subsidize bad eating habits of the poor, so that the working poor is very obese, so they go buy Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Frito-Lays. And the church is not involved, where the church would then say, hey, instead of going to the local grocery store with a bunch of food stamps and SNAP benefits, why don't you come by our church and we'll feed all of you and a much more healthy meal made by our own members, and then you can hear the gospel afterwards. That's the church in practice. What the government does, and I want you to respond, what the government does is it creates distance, and it creates separation, and it creates murkiness between the person issuing the help and the person receiving the help. What private charity and philanthropy does, as the church designed it, is it's much more relational. So there's a single mom coming into the church saying, I can't feed my kids, I need help. I would believe that every church in America would not say, sorry, we're closed here. They would say, here's our food bank. Here's how we can help you. We will cook you a meal. We will give you what you want. Where the faceless government, we've seen this in Europe, and I don't mean to go on too long about this. In Europe, the state is huge. The government is huge. And the church is small. The church does not do charity. It does not do food banks. It does very little of that because the government takes care of it. I actually think that's deeply unhealthy. I want a small government and a big church, where Europe has a big government and a small church.